Welcome to Finance Deep Dive. Have you ever seen a deal online that looks so good it just has to be a trick? Something that makes you just stop and go, no way? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the wildest financial plays I have ever seen. So here's the big question. Can you really, truly own a brand new Tesla for less than $100 a month? I know it sounds like total clickbait, but the answer is, yeah, you can. That is, if you know the playbook. And in this video, we're going to break down exactly how it's done, step by step.
So, our story begins with this one. Super tempting number. The number that really put Tesla on the map for, well, pretty much everybody.
And there it is, $35,000. That's the base price for the Model 3. It's the hook. It's what gets you to stop scrolling, click on the website, and start building your dream car, just for fun.
But then you see that first option. For just a couple grand more, you can get more range and a nicer interior. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? So you click it, and just like that, the price starts to creep up.
And of course, you can't forget the coolest feature, autopilot. For another $3 grand, the car practically drives itself on the highway. Come on, you gotta have that. And with one last click, that little just-for-fun exercise turned a $35,000 car into a $40,000 car. But trust me, we are just getting started.
Okay, this is where things get really, really interesting. Because even though our car now costs 40 grand, Tesla's website starts showing you a number that is way, way lower. Let's dig into how they pull that off.
And bam! All of a sudden, the price on the screen just plummets to under $30,000. Wait, what? How is that even possible? How do you chop 10 grand off the price just like that? Well, it's a little bit of real money and a whole lot of clever marketing.
So here's the breakdown. Tesla's math includes government rebates plus what they call estimated gas savings. But here's the thing, not spending money on gas in the future isn't the same as getting cash in your pocket today. It's kind of like a gym including the money you'll save on future medical bills in its membership price. The only real immediate cash back comes from those government rebates.
So if we only subtract the money you actually get back, that's the federal tax credit and the state rebate, the real cost of the car is $33,750. Now that's a great deal, but it's still nowhere near $78 a month. So where's the rest of the magic coming from?
All right, now we're going to take a turn that might feel a little backwards. Instead of paying for the car with cash, even if you have it, the truly smart play here is to finance it. You see, the interest rate on the loan was incredibly low. Just 3.75%. When you can borrow money that cheaply, you can take the cash you would have spent on the car, invest it somewhere else, and probably make a much higher return. It's called leverage, and it's how smart people make their money make more money.
And hey, by the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us keep making more videos like this.
Okay, we've got the price, we've got the financing, but this is the secret weapon. This is the key that unlocks this entire deal. What if the government could actually help pay for your car? The secret is, the car was bought for a business.
So what does that even mean? Well, it means you get to use tax deductions. And a tax deduction is basically like a coupon from the government. For every dollar you spend on a legit business expense, you get to subtract that dollar from your income, which means you pay way less in taxes. It is an incredibly powerful tool.
And for this Tesla, there are 3 huge deductions you can take. You can write off the interest you pay on the loan, all those annoying upfront taxes and fees, and then the big one, the amount the car's value depreciates in the first year. Add all that up, and you've got a massive write-off.
All right, let's do this. We have all the pieces of the puzzle on the table, so let's put them together and watch the cost of this car completely transform right before our eyes.
First things first, let's look at the actual hard cash that left the bank account in the first year. You've got the down payment, which was just the taxes and fees, and then 12 months of car payments. So all in, just over $12,000 was paid out.
But wait, remember those government rebates? That's cash that comes right back into your pocket. So you subtract the $3,750 federal credit and the $2,500 state rebate, and our net cost for the year drops to under $6 grand. We're getting closer.
And now for the grand finale, the real magic. Remember all those business deductions we talked about? Well, they resulted in a direct tax savings of almost $5,000. That's real cash that stays in your bank account instead of going to the government.
So now you take your net cost after the rebates, and you subtract that big chunk of cash you saved on taxes. And, would you look at that, the final true out-of-pocket expense for owning a brand new Tesla for an entire year is less than $1,000.
So what happens when you divide that annual cost by 12 months? There it is, $78.39. It's not a lease payment, it's not some accounting trick, it's the real, effective monthly cost when you perfectly combine smart financing, government incentives, and the business tax code. Incredible.
Okay, so after seeing all that, I know the question on your mind is, could I do this? And the answer is, maybe. But you have to have a very specific set of things all line up perfectly.
So here's the playbook. 1, you absolutely have to own a business. 2, that business needs to make enough taxable profit for the deductions to even matter. 3, you have to live in a state with big EV rebates, like California. And 4, you need good enough credit to get a super low interest loan. If you can't check all 4 of those boxes, this exact deal isn't going to work.
So really, the biggest takeaway here isn't just about getting a cheap Tesla. It's about understanding how these different financial systems, loans, taxes, incentives, can all work together to create some truly unbelievable outcomes. Now that you know the playbook, what else could you use it for? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. It really does motivate us to keep posting.